HFA. I'm going to talk to you about Dexter. I know. Alright, look, I know. Not he of laboratory fame, the other guy. Now, yes, I'm going to talk about it because my girlfriend was like, hey, you ever watch Dexter? Because I never finished Dexter. I told her at the start, I was like, I've heard of it, but all I've ever heard is that it ended really badly. And I've been warned against it by so many, you know? And she's like, don't worry about it, right? That means that we get some good seasons out of it. And I'm like, okay, that's fair enough. So, yeah. And, you know, I've introduced her to plenty of shows. I've introduced her to Doctor Who, you know, Daredevil and shit. So, she, you know, it's sort of her turn to help introduce me to your show. So that's what's happening here. And she chose Dexter, so, you know. So, you know, a friend of mine told me to check it out. He also, my friend Pettigrew told me, Mr. Lovelow, you know that guy. He told me to check out the novels as well. He actually lent me the novel, but I never read it. Alas, I never read it. But, yeah, I just want to do what I'm going to do, okay? I'm going to do it 2 seasons at a time. So I've watched the first 2. I'm on the 3rd season. I want to give you my thoughts on the first 2 seasons of Dexter. That way, we'll be able to witness the progress of the decline in quality if it happens, and you'll be able to see if I think it's as bad as everybody else says it is. For the record, that's why I don't. Oh wait. Oh, we're good. That's good. I like that. So, all right. So starting off, basic premise. It's the story of Dexter Morgan, who is a serial killer. Hold up. Just went by my umbrella. Sorry, YouTube. Bearing with. So it's the story of Dexter Morgan, serial killer who lives in Miami, who's also a blood spatter expert for forensics CSI in Miami Metro Police. So it's a serial, and you know, he's a serial killer who preys on other serial killers. Anyone who's got off scot-free through loopholes. He was raised this way by his adoptive father, Harry, who, you know, had not a chip on his shoulder, but he had like he's kind of like Jim Gordon, sort of the uber straight cop. Good Jim Gordon, you know, Gary Oldman Jim Gordon. He doesn't like when people sort of abuse the system or get off on technicalities. You know, he just thinks, you know, if anyone tries to pervert the course of justice and gets away free, then he just thinks there should be somebody out there to sort of countermand that. And he's kind of raised his son, who's always had this darkness inside him, to act as that, which was fascinating to me. The premise going in, I was kind of a little reserved. Reason being, I was like, well, he's got to be found out at some point, you know. I mean, his sister, half-sister, adopted sister, his sister, for all intents and purposes, who's kind of dorky, doesn't really, you know, she doesn't see it, but she's kind of clueless. She has her moments, but she's kind of clueless. There's one workmate, Dokes, who's always, he suspects something is up with this guy. Rightly so. And he's always on his case, but by and large, most people are like, yeah, Dexter, nice guy, you know, comes in every morning with donuts. Nice. So the premise sometimes it's a bit flimsy, but it's very well executed. The first season has a really tight, smart script. And it's just all about, like, he's got this bizarre double life. In any other show, you'd want him to be tracked down. This guy he's so cognitive, and it's so well thought. He's not some sort of mindless butcher. Well, and all of his victims, he hunts them down, he takes them back to a shack, and that's like a ceremony, not a ceremony, but he has this process where he goes through, where you see how he dismembers the bodies, you see him make the incision, you see him collect a little bit of blood from each victim like a trophy. You know, it's kind of fascinating. The thing that holds it together is Michael C. Hall. If it weren't for him and his portrayal of somebody who's, you know, quite clearly on the autistic spectrum, you know, like we learn through flashbacks and stuff as the show goes on, something tragic happened to him as a child, which made him this way, which made him so cold, reserved, and has this darkness. I swerved because a swallow nearly crashed into me. It is springtime, and the birds are attacking me. So that's happening. But yeah, it's kind of fascinating, especially because in the large part of the first season is to do with this other serial killer who's, for lack of a better phrase, flirting with him through his kills, and it's really enticing, man. It took me a while to get going. It took me a while to get interested, but I don't hate it. It's like I said, there's some things that are really smart and some things that are really. Yeah, just like most of the characters in it, yeah, that's really, like I say, Michael Z. Hall really keeps that show afloat. The only other guy is the guy who plays Angel Batista, the same guy who plays Sal Maroni at Gotham. He's great. He's brilliant. He's like the one good, not the one good guy, but you know, it's really good to see, to rally behind an honest, good guy, kind of like, you know, Ned Stark, Jim Gordon. Just like, if we see somebody who's just good, then I support that. You're enamored with that guy. It's awesome. You can follow that guy, and he is that. And he's Dexter's best friend. It's a lot. So yeah, this is, you know. So like I said, the script is okay. It's very intelligently written. Most of the characters are great. You find one or two performances are great, but it's all Michael C. Hall's show at the end of the day, and it's great to see him. Look, what he does, and by the end of season 1, when you see him having human reactions to certain things, it's awe-inspiring. It's a masterclass. He's great. Okay, and he's ginger, and he lives in Miami. What's that about? You can't see me. Now you can see me. Anyway, what else? As the show goes on, going into season 2, it's great because, unlike with some other, let's say Batman, because I'm a nerd, let's say Batman, when you've got like his nemesis are kind of like a warped sort of opposite of himself. They're sort of a perversion of something he believes in. Dexter's nemesis are actually kind of appealing. You know, we've got like a jilted lover, or they're soulmates, for lack of a better phrase. They're people that you could actually see them getting along with, not getting along, but like they're perfect for each other. And through his desire to be conventional and stick to the rules imposed by his father, he's like, no, I can't be with these people. They're destructive. He does a lot of soul searching, and he realizes that he does want to be normal, he does want to be accepted, but he has this compulsion, he has this darkness inside him that needs to feed. And it's, like I said, it's Michael Z. Hall's internal struggle. It's all very calm, it's all very centered, but it's equal parts sinister and endearing and charming. And like I said, first 2 seasons, pretty smartly written, 1 or 2 good twists. I will give them that. But yeah, let's see how that goes. So I'm going to continue watching Dexter, and I will chronicle my reactions to it. So that's the first one, seasons 1 to 2, Dexter, down. If you like this video, please subscribe, view, share, and all the usual jazz, and we'll see you when I see you, YouTube. Adios.